All right, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, welcome back to This Week in Base Hit. I'm your host, Jason. That's my friend, Russ. Russ, how was your week?
It's a good week. It's a good week.
Good
Especially
week.
thinking about talking about baseball. Dodgers have gotten it together. Also, I'm always drinking when I get on here. This is just a unsolicited. Anyway.
Spindrift ad. I like Spindrift too. You're the one that got me into it. And then I found Blood. What is the one I drink? Blood Orange. Uh, and I bet I put like 100 of those down a week. It's, I just drink it the whole time.
All
Um,
right. I didn't know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah. So I got two things. I got two
Okay.
things. Um, I I've This week has been great. The Brewers have been playing great. And then we just swept the Cubs.
And this is our time to be friendly before our
Oh yeah,
teams.
and we're about to play. Yeah. But
That was an awesome series.
it was the Brewers Cubs is a true deep rooted rivalry for sure, for a million reasons. But um, it was crazy because Pete Crow-Armstrong, this kind of dovetails into why I want to talk about MLB's biggest villains because I think it's a funny topic. Um, we hate Pete Crow-Armstrong. We just hate him. And but his overall WAR is crazy because of how good he is defensively. He covers so much ground. He can steal home runs, everything. He had two of the worst errors that you can possibly have as a fielder anywhere. Like a routine fly ball just popped out of his glove, and then a routine base hit. He ran up on it and just overran it, and it rolled all the way to the wall.
The three
That created
runner.
it created a 3 run in the park home run. It was, and those were in back-to-back games, and possibly you could credit both of those for wins because they both resulted in runs. They were both pretty ugly. They were
Uh,
both early in the game. It sucked the air out of the stadium for sure.
well,
And so,
and at
like
Wrigley, they had not lost at Wrigley in forever, so that was
15,
part of
15
what we
games,
do.
15 wins in a row, and then we beat them three.
Uh, and we're going to talk about the other part of Pete Crow-Armstrong. But I was wondering, when you're talking about that about war, have they have they adjusted like center fielder war? It feels to me is like hugely powerful. I feel like have they? Yeah, yeah. That
Almost two,
you know,
right? Yeah, because he was at like a 12 WAR, and I was like, that. How is that so much bigger than anybody at second base?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Paez is up there too, and they're getting huge defensive numbers. Anyway. But Pete Crow
But
were both of those errors after his villainry or?
yes, okay. So this is what I want. You nailed it. So so we never liked Pete Crow Armstrong because he's like that Max Clark type guy that thinks he's too cool to even be in the MLB, and he just and I shared that video with you about how Pete Crow Armstrong bat flips all the time when he strikes out. There's a great video that shows all his bat flips when he strikes out. He's always breaking his bat. He's slamming his helmet. He's just the worst. And and but then he reached peak villainry in the White Sox series because the White Sox fans were really on him because they don't like him either. And the way Comiskey is designed, like right in center field, there's like
Yeah, it's
this
weird.
place where like parties and things like that can happen, and it's a fence, so they're like right face to face, and this girl just is jawing him up, and he turns around, and I can't even say it on YouTube. He basically said, "S my DB" to this woman, and
F and B.
yeah, and it got caught, on multiple camera angles. And so it obviously went viral. He got fined this morning $5,000 by the league for it. And I mean, I think back in the day, you'd get suspended for stuff like that. Um, but
Depends on
com-
the context, I guess. I was a little surprised that I've heard people just kind of like shaking it off or laughing about it or whatever. It was Yeah, I don't know.
It was just so my take on it is it was just bad that it got recorded by multiple people in the stands and all of those viral went or videos went viral. It just became too big of a thing because I think like John back and forth has happened forever. I remember being a kid and listening to Jose Canseco just go after people's mothers,
Really?
in right field. Like he was just he did not care. He would just
Okay.
so I don't know. But his peak villainry online karmatically came back and caused him to create two of the worst errors ever. And then the worst thing is he also struck out, fell down on a strikeout. Then he slammed his helmet. He broke a bat. Like he was doing everything he could to get people just not to like him, including his own fans.
I'm gonna Now that I'm looking at that picture, now I see the setup here. You're gonna get me. 'Cause I'm ready to fight you now. That he's
Was
in the same picture as Dalton Rushing.
he's a, that's a good picture, right? Yeah. So and so that kind of made me think you and I had this back and forth via text, and we didn't ever talk about it on the podcast about Dalton Rushing's worst week ever, where oh, go ahead.
Well,
I won't even do the setup. Just start fighting.
I think that it proves my point exactly. When Dalton Rushing, if people don't know already, we didn't talk about it at all.
We did not.
He had the streak of where he
Four things, really, and actually,
okay.
there's a fifth I want to talk about, but list the four things out that
There
happened.
was the Rockies thing where he said that it was fishy because
Yep, yep.
they were on the
Because
pitches.
how could the Rockies possibly get a hit off the great Dodgers? They must be cheating.
And when I heard that, I thought, yeah, I didn't think that he was saying that they were cheating, but I just thought he was saying like they knew like pitch tipping or whatever it was, like they
Yeah,
knew what was coming.
that's
Uh,
what that I think that's what he meant.
it was a dumb word to use, absolutely.
Yep,
And they made fun of him the next day. It was fine.
yep,
Then there was the I feel like we have had this conversation. There was the Hey Sung Kim.
yep.
Yeah. Where he slid into home and
He got hurt.
hurt.
Yep.
But what was he hurt or he was temporarily
No,
hurt? I
he
don't
was
know.
he was he was hurt. He wasn't getting up. He was still on the ground when Dalton Rushing was walking away, and then
And
like
then
the
rushing mouth to himself like fuck him. And
yeah.
that one I thought, and that one blew up. That one pisses me off. If people mouthing stuff to themselves, I mean I think it's very different than yelling at a fan and saying like, yeah,
I
if he's yelling at Hey Sun Kim like fuck him or fuck you, whatever, that's different. When he's just
okay.
mouthing it, like we're amazing at lip reading, but that was overdone. And then
Okay.
he paid for it immediately because he got the pitch in the ribs the next day, and then he had the legitimately bad slide after
Yeah.
that.
So, and that was right after that. So he's on first base, ground ball gets thrown to Willie Adames, and then he not only slid, but he popped up and like went
Yeah, it was
into Willie Adames. That was, I think,
old school breaking up the double play. Yeah.
I think that was probably the one that made the first one go more viral. Because if you remember, that didn't go viral until the next day. So it almost felt like it was the combination of that and the slide, where it's like, oh, this guy's in the news now. Now we've seen three things, and then the fourth thing is when he called the guy the fat fuck.
That one again was in my opinion stupid. It was mouthing. If he's saying it to him,
No,
that's
but where you and I disagree is like people will say stuff under their breath all the time. This one went viral because he was walking past Nico Horner when he said it. So he said it in full earshot of his teammate, and then Nico Horner's look on his face is what made that go viral because he stared at him and he was like, "What is he doing?" It was such a great look by Nico Horner. Um, and so, but then
the slide was bad,
I was bad.
but
But the rest
when
of
you're
them,
a lip
I
reading
think you're
guy,
seeing a collection of behavior that makes people come up to a broader conclusion about the guy.
yeah.
And then since then, though, like I don't think he's done himself much favor. Like he to me just comes across as somebody that is in it for the game. Like this guy is super hyper competitive. And because since then, I mean, how many times have you seen him break bats or pound his helmet on things? Like he's so like amped up all the time, which
Yeah.
probably is part of his success, but I think puts him into a narrative where it's like, if you're a Dodger fan, I love it. I love that guy. Like I like how he plays hard, but for everybody else, he's really easy to hate.
Yeah. Totally understandable. The breaking the bat stuff would bother me more, except for the fact of if you saw it, his teammates absolutely laughing at him while he's been having these temper
I
tantrums.
saw the whole starting pitcher group was
They,
laughing at him while he was having a
they were like
tantrum.
scared of him or like trying to stay away from him or whatever.
Yeah.
I would be worried, but they were all laughing at him. And yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was four of the five starting pitchers were all up on the thing, and they were was it Yamamoto that was the
Yeah.
laughing the most? Yeah, yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Are these all anyway? I'm just
Okay,
saying, yelling at a fan.
that's bad.
First of all, is worse than a player who's in the line of battle, but also actually yelling at them as opposed to mouthing stupid shit. I'm just gonna scale it up.
I'm not saying that they're on the same level. I'm
Got
just
any other
saying they're
villains?
on the same graphic.
Got any other villains we could add to this week?
Well, I mean, the biggest villain of all of our generation is without a doubt Manny Machado. He's
Really?
he's the biggest villain in baseball for sure. There is numerous examples of him playing dirty, especially the one when he was with the Dodgers in the 2018 wild card game and he stepped on Jesus Aguilar's Achilles tendon on purpose while he was going across first base. I'll never forget. He still gets booed to this day when he comes up to bat in Milwaukee.
He gets booed by the Dodgers too.
Oh,
He
does he?
gets
Why did the Dodgers
booed
not like him?
everywhere. Maybe people just don't like him. I don't know.
He's a villain. He's a
He,
villain.
he had a good strikeout yesterday. Did you see it?
No.
Check swing, check swing where he had kind of looked away and they called down the third and the guy called him out and he wasn't looking. So he was just like looking down at the ground for a while. So he was still standing there. And then when he looked up, he was like,
He's like, I'm out.
yeah, his faces on that were hilarious.
Oh, no, I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Uh, so he was a big villain. Who's the biggest villain of all time?
Framber, we keep talking about.
Framber's a perfect villain.
Um, who's the
Yep.
big villain? I mean, there's the guys, I wouldn't call them villains, but there's the guys that piss me off.
I mean,
Like
back in the day,
Lemons.
people used to think that Pete Rose was a big villain. You know, the All-Star game crash through the catcher, like stuff like that. Like a lo- if he wasn't
Yeah,
on your
he's got
team,
the
he was a
rushing
villain.
type. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Framber's a good example. I think those are probably the big four most talked about right now. And of them, I will admit, Dalton Rushing is the least guilty.
Yeah, he's barely played too. So
Well, and I think that's the other thing. Like you can get away with that when you're hitting like he was to start the season.
yeah, yeah,
But if that reverts to the mean and you're still acting like that, it's like, now calm down, bro. You're the backup catcher.
yeah. I'm
You
trying to
don't
think.
get to act like that. Manny Machado acts like that because he's Hall of Fame eligible.
Some people, I mean, there's lots of people, right, that are old school that'll tell us we're all being too sensitive on this stuff anyway, and also we're being. You could also say like we're being too sensitive about somebody trying to break up the double play and sliding through like they used to. Although, I mean, it makes sense that people shouldn't be trying to hurt
Going
people.
cleats up on people. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a reason that's a rule. But like I do understand that, but it doesn't change the fact that like it they're doing something different that's making them stand out. And so that becomes easy to talk about. Framber's a perfect example of that. Is like he has true villain mojo to him. Like you can just kind of feel it coming off of him.
now I want to. I'm trying to think of other villains. I wish I had other villains ready for you.
Um, Okay, so that's the one thing I want to talk about. Now we only got to, we're going for a
Okay.
while. So I do want to throw out something I teased before we started recording, um, because last night the Brewers were up 5-0 in the ninth. And then like in my head, I was just like, I wonder what the percentage chance is that they win from here. Like I was like, it's probably 96% or something. I don't know. I was just making up a number. And then I was like, I wonder what the biggest comeback with not just the ninth inning, but the ninth inning with 2 outs where you start the comeback there. So the bases are empty, 2 outs, and then you start a comeback. And do you have any idea? Take a guess what it is.
Like how many runs?
Yeah.
I don't want to get. I mean, you're making me assume that it's crazy.
It's no, it's not crazy. It's
Uh,
somewhere in the what you would consider like the likely realm of possibility. Because it's already 2 outs and there's no one on base.
yeah, yeah. 7.
Close. It was six. In July
I overdid
28th
it.
of 2001, uh, the Astros were beating the Pirates 8-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth with no one on base. And the Pirates came back and then walked it off with a grand slam to end it. And I went back and looked at the video. It's worth watching. Like the Pirates announcer is losing their shit completely. Brian Giles is the guy that hit it too. Um, and Brian Giles is interesting too because if you look at like his baseball reference, no one talks about Brian Giles, and then you look at his baseball reference and you're like, how is he not in the Hall of Fame? Like he's better than everybody playing right now.
He didn't play. He didn't last long, did he? Or did he?
No, he did. He did. Like he has like good longevity stats, and I'm just gonna
Were
bring him up here while I'm.
were you able to see what kind of jinxing was happening before that comeback? Because when Dodgers were up 4-0 yesterday, I was getting super angry about the jinxing.
Oh, really? Wait, what
We're
jinxing?
just saying. I
Oh,
mean,
the announcers.
the announcers that were like, and we're gonna, and we so lost the first one, but gonna win this series. Like, just kept saying all this stuff. It was like game's already over, and
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Dude, I there was some reverse jinxing going on. I'm forgetting the game, but a guy was pitching a no-hitter into the ninth, and the opposing team's announcers, I mean, they must use the word no-hitter about 18 times in like 3 minutes. They're like, this will be the first no-hitter. Like they just jinxed the shit out of
yeah,
him.
that's awesome.
Yep, yep. So the reverse jinx, that's important. Okay, so
Would you be
okay,
a villain
what's that?
if would you be a villain if you mouth the word no hitter during a no hitter against there you
Like
go.
if you're at bat and you're like, and you just congratulate them on the no hitter, you're having a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true villainry right there. Or if you do the Babe Ruth, you just point like you're gonna put it in the stands. Um,
Like the idea. Anyway. All right.
uh,
That's a good stat, man. Good
that's a good
comeback.
stat. Okay,
Did
so
not happen.
the
You should
biggest.
be able to check ESPN or a bunch of other ones, and I have the data for base hit somewhere too, but you should be able to go on like Gamecast or whatever
Oh, and see
at
the percentages.
that point and see, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, does it keep?
It
Oh,
does
yeah, it does.
every situation. I
Yeah,
mean,
I should have done that. Okay, so I got one thing to throw to you, and then we'll go. Because I forgot about this game, but I was when I was looking up the because I had to like use ChatGPT and like prompt it a little bit, and then I confirmed it. But when I did it, ChatGPT unsolicited said, "You want another crazy fact?" And the one they dropped on me is just great. It is in 1959, Harvey Haddix of the Pirates retired the first 36 Brave hitters, completing 12 perfect innings, no walks, 12 perfect innings, and then but his team didn't score at all. And then in the 13th, there was an error, an intentional walk, so he lost his perfect game, and one hit scored 2 runs, and he lost 2-0 after pitching 12 perfect innings. Oh, that sucks. Harvey Addicts. All right. There you
I know.
go. So who are we missing on the villains? Put that down in the comments. So we're missing some people. I know we are. Or just tell me who's the bigger villain, Pete Armstrong or the mean and evil Dalton Rushing? All right. We'll see you next week.